Hello everybody, Joey Richardson here. Today I'm going to talk about one of my worst addictions that I used to have. So so when I turned 18, I was old enough to do scratch offs, and at first the addiction wasn't bad. I mean, I would do some and then stop and then do a few, then stop again. But unfortunately, unfortunately, my friends were doing it, and it only got me more addicted. It doesn't matter which friends it was. I'm still friends with them today, so that's all that really counts. So no need to single them out. But now I did get to the point where I was constantly going to the store, taking money from my mom to do scratch offs, and this was when I lived in Cordell. I was just constantly wanting to do scratch offs at the store I lived close to, and it did become a bad habit. Like, I did win $100, but that was like after taking 500 out. It was just an addiction. Like, I'd go to church on Sunday, then after I got out of church that morning, or it was probably noon or afternoon, I would do scratch offs. It was insane. I would. The only good win I ever got out of it was $100. There, when I lived in Cordell, I did win 47 off of one, I think. One time off of a dollar scratch off, and some of that money all that money pretty much went back to spending scratch offs. I didn't know how to keep my money a lot of the time, and I was just so addicted, it just ate me up. And going to Valdosta, I thought, well, I'm not too close to a store I can go get a scratch off from. Well, eventually, after settling in Valdosta and getting used to my environment, I do go and do scratch offs there too, which I would empty out my mom and brother's bank account, which was a terrible thing I did. I did win, like, the most I had won here is 50, and I had up to 85, and I didn't have but maybe 20 or 30 after the damage was done, and it had emptied out their bank accounts, and I was so devastated. It made me cry, and this addiction pretty much continued on until like, it was finally just, toward like around last towards the, during last year, I finally decided to just stop doing these scratch offs because they were dangerous. It ate me up, and I cried so much when I screwed up doing scratch offs. It was just very much putting a lot of pain in me. It was eating me up, and I just was so devastated. But you know what? With the power of God, started telling myself, no, you don't do scratch offs anymore, and don't ever do one again. All these new scratch offs they come up with, great. I won't do it. I'm too good for that. If I don't have the money to be doing scratch offs to begin with, then I shouldn't spend my money on scratch offs. So don't spend scratch offs if you don't have the money. If you have the money, you can do one or two. Don't start doing more than two, or you'll get really addicted. That's just something I wanted to tell you guys. It was something that hurt me for a long time, and it very much caused me to cry a lot when I messed up and didn't keep the money I won, or didn't stop after two losing tickets. It's just something that had been difficult on me, but you know what? I just thankful that I can finally say I no longer do scratch offs. I stopped during last year. I stopped, and I just decided it was not good for me to do it. So no more lottery for me. And it's okay if you post a winning scratcher on my Facebook. It won't encourage me to do anything, and I've seen some of that before, so it's okay. But thank you everybody for tuning in. To whoever sees this video, like, subscribe, and look at my other videos. Thank you all. Goodbye. And oh yeah, don't forget the requests. So goodbye, y'all.